Welcome to this video, welcome to this channel, and if you're turning, welcome back. Deep gratitude to you for joining me today. So what are we doing today? What is this? Is that your face? We haven't seen your face in a long time, and I know you haven't received a post from me in a very long time, or a video from me in a long time. Well, here I am. Where have I been? Well, it's a long story. Actually, I can make the long story short too late. I have left my marriage, have moved away from him, and have secured a new home, a new career, with me and my babies, my two cats, Edge and Lita. We're living that single life again, and my divorce was finalized last week, and I'm no longer married, and it feels really great to be done with that part of my life, to close that chapter officially. It was a contentious end. Sorry for the shakes. Edge is on the couch right now. Completely different kitty. I tell you what, like, if I ever had any misgivings or doubts about the decision to leave my marriage, which I never wanted to do. First off, I didn't even want to get married because I was always concerned and worried about divorce, and you have to think about those things. It's not unromantic, it's realistic statistically. So it's really upsetting to have to go through the process of divorce, because I really gave it my all, and I realized giving my all to somebody else was killing me, and so I had to leave. I'm not going to get into the details of the thing, because ultimately that person watches my videos, which awkward, icky, uncomfortable, but I just wanted to let you guys know that where have I been? Well, I've been like trying to keep my head above water in such a very toxic environment where I was just very unwell, and I'm sure this person was unwell too, and we weren't good together, and we shouldn't have been together for this long, and we should have never gotten married. And I'm not at the point where I could say, well, it's all for a reason, blah blah blah. I'm not waxing, I haven't been doing my gratitude yet, but I can't wax poetically about like what happened, because it was horrible. It was horrible for so long, and now I'm going through the process of like coming down from flight, fight, or freeze, all the things. I'm trying to reestablish myself, my financial well-being, take care of myself and my cats. This is like a big old mess, and wasn't the plan. Once I said I do, I thought it was forever, but I tried to make it forever, but you know, shit happens, you live and you learn. But with that being said, I'm in a much better place now, and just emotionally and mentally, and so are my babies, as you could tell. Like I was saying, Edge is a completely different cat, super friendly to like strangers, like unafraid, like he rolls up and licks people now. Lita is still sweet as can be, doesn't scratch anybody, just they're doing so well, and so am I. Apparently everyone likes to tell me how much weight I lost and how much better I look, and I feel better. So again, not in the place to wish anything well right now, but just neutral, and shit happens. So moving on to why I'm here on camera, besides to explain what happened, it's also to talk about what I want to do with this channel. So before my ex and I separated in April, and it took this long for the fucking divorce to get finalized, but we separated in April, and before that, though, I made a valiant effort to not shop as much, not buy as much, which Edge is biting me right now, giving me a little love bites. So yeah, So I had stopped buying things, like stopped buying planners, stopped buying notebooks. Like I had slowed down my spending so much. Also because I was being kind of like browbeaten and saying, being told I was wasteful, but that person was like gambling away most of the money and saying that I wasn't contributing, but that's neither here nor there. Anyway, so I had slowed down my spending, and that came with, and also I wasn't really planning as much because at that point I was unemployed, or I was furloughed and then laid off, and I didn't have anything to write down, and what I did write down was kind of making me depressed. And I was just trying to figure out what I wanted to do and how I was feeling about everything and what I want the future of my life to be, because I was applying for jobs around the country just because the plan was he's retiring and we're going to move out of the Connecticut area, because neither of us, I thought, were happy there. But in hindsight, he wanted to turn around and say I manipulated him into moving. I mean, I could get into the story about like how messed up the whole thing is, just in terms of like the house we even purchased. But like it's all spilt bills, and I want to clean up the mess. But I was thinking so long and hard about like what I wanted my life to be, how I envisioned my life, and I just felt so miserable. And I kept seeing pictures of what I look like in 2016, 2017 versus how I look now. And the light in my eyes were gone. I felt dead inside. And I felt like I was dying further and further still. And I wasn't living my dream. I wasn't living the truth. I was being a wife, and it was killing me. So, stopped spending, stopped bullet journaling, stopped planning, was holding on by a mental, emotional thread like I was falling apart. And so I stopped planning for a while. And I stopped buying stickers and shit because it didn't even bring me joy anymore. Now, having not watched as much planner content, though I'm still subscribed from here and there to like some planner babes, I just recently started using my bullet journal more and more often. And I think I'm still going to share some videos, but that's not going to be the primary concern of this channel. I really have been enjoying content where they talk about like movies and TV, and I've always told you guys that I'm a reality TV junkie, though I don't really watch episodes anymore. I watch reviews of them, and like it makes me want to be a part of that community again. A long time ago on a different channel, I actually reviewed Scandal. Like I think it was like season 2 I was trying to review. Well, I've been thinking about TV shows that I have been watching lately and movies I've been watching lately. I don't like scary movies. I've never been a scary movie person. I'm a big scaredy cat, and my new friends have been introducing me to like slasher and horror, and so I watched Weapons, and that was amazing. I actually saw Sinners on my own. I didn't think it was scary. Like, spoiler if you didn't see Sinners, you should. But vampires aren't scary to me, so I wasn't scared of that. And I watched Welcome to Derby, the prequel to It, and I don't know much about it. I never read the book, and I saw the original movie like from the 80s or something when I was like a kid, which is probably why I don't like clowns and I don't care for scary movies, because most of those movies scared the bejesus out of me. My sister made me watch Rosemary's Baby, which was terrifying. Like I watched Jeepers Creepers, like all the terrifying shit. The only 2 movies that never scared me was Scream, though there were jump scares, and all the Nightmare on Elm Street. I was never afraid of. Like Freddy never scared me for whatever reason. But anyhow, all that to say is I will be posting as I see fit, and maybe reviewing shows, maybe talking about reality TV, maybe showing you guys my planner. I already set up November. I was supposed to record it, but like I had such a busy weekend. Didn't have time to like sit and film. Also, I have to figure out my camera setup because I'm on my iPhone, and I don't know how am I going to post this onto YouTube without like putting it on my laptop. I gotta figure that out. But when I do, I will, you know, you'll see this from me shortly. Right now it's like November 5th. Yep, November 5th. And I'm not sure when I'm gonna edit and post this, but hopefully soon. I didn't want this to be like a long thing because I've tried to record this video so many times and I went on like such a tirade about my shitty marriage, which who cares? Nobody needs to know. And I really don't want to have that conversation in the ether anymore because it's done. It's dead. DDP. So I just want to move on and upward, and I want everyone to just live, learn, move forward. So future of the channel, we're going to still do some planner stuff, mostly bullet journal stuff, journaling stuff, mindfulness, because that's still a massive part of my life. I may share my runs with you, I may not, just for like safety purposes. And also I may talk about like scary shit that I'm watching that I don't want to really watch, but I've been encouraged and inspired by people in my life. So yeah, so we'll see how it goes. And I'm just gonna follow my truth, maybe give you more story times. I've been having quite some interesting adventures. Some of them not appropriate, so we'll see about that. But thank you so much for watching. Please be sure to like, comment, subscribe, do as you seem fit. Remember to question everything except your instincts. You have the truth. And I'll be sure to catch you on the flips. Bye.